Hello, Fernando. Good evening.
Hello, coach. Good evening.
Thank you for joining on time.
Okay, I thought I was in the wrong meeting because
Oh, mhm.
I did not see anyone else.
Yes, I don't know what they haven't joined today. We are going to wait for them just a couple of minutes.
Okay, okay,
Okay, for just a moment, because today we have a grammar topic in which I want everybody to be here.
okay, no problem. I don't know if while we are waiting, can I be right back?
Okay, yes,
Okay, thank you so much.
you're welcome. Hello, Marcos. Good evening.
Hi, teacher. Good evening.
Hi, how are you?
Fine.
Perfect. Okay, I'm happy to know that.
And you?
I'm tired, but I could say that I'm happy, okay? Because we are about to reach Friday, finally.
Yeah, the Friday
Okay,
is coming.
weekend is coming actually. Okay, super good. Okay, how was your day?
Mm, I learned a lot of because I'm following a a course in Udemy and a lot of JavaScript
Mhm.
in the I'm all of my classmates are in the same bootcamp in Código or not.
I
I have
think
that
all
question.
of them are.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we are seeing React is a framework from JavaScript too, but I'm learning from my for no by myself JavaScript.
Okay, sounds good. And to do that, do you need to buy a program or can you do this with the free sources you can find in a normal computer or what's needed for that?
Yes, it's a language that runs in every navegador in English. I don't know.
browser?
A browser, yes, it runs in every browser, JavaScript, and also in the Android. And for your computer, you need a software to run apart from the browser.
Okay. And how
But
long is the boot camp?
it's for 6 months.
Is 6 months long. Okay.
Yeah, it's 6 months long. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Okay, interesting. And after that, after those 6 months, what are you supposed to do? What are going to be your competences after the 6 months?
Before web developer, I want to create my own map. When I start to learn programming, that that was my goal. Uh,
Okay.
Create my own map and also be an employee. But I actually I want to create my own map. I have a good idea, I think, and I want to create that.
Perfect. So after that, you will be able to, if I'm not mistaken, you will be able to create websites. Is that correct?
Yes, website all about the front end is the appearance of your web page, and the backend is from all of the data you need in the web.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. But for that, of course, you have to pay, right? You have to pay to have you pay like a fee to have your website running. Is that right?
Yes, because you need a software that provide you all of your data and store all of your data. That is one of the things that you have to pay. But from if you want only a web page with information like I don't know, uh, a kind of information, a little something about that is free. If we have a web
Really?
page. Uh-huh. But if
Okay.
you have a database with a lot of information and you need access like Facebook with a lot of comments or images, you need a database. For that, you have to pay.
Oh, okay. And what about hosting and dominion? I don't know domain. Yeah, domain is in English, but how is that? I mean, how that works?
The domain is the name of your page, like
Mm,
facebook.com is a domain. And
mhm.
the hosting is the site that you put all of your data, your also your page, your database is a business that have all of your information storage in a server. That is
Oh,
the difference.
okay, perfect. Good to know.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. So, guys, yes, actually, that is something that I admire from you guys because I mean, most of the people nowadays, most of them are getting formation, a sort of formation. Maybe they are learning a language, they are learning computer systems, or they are learning to fix something. So everybody's trying to form themselves in a certain way, at a certain degree. But you are learning a new language, and besides that, you are learning programming. So that is two very useful tools if you want to be a successful person in life. So congratulations to all of you. So there's not going to be a better time for you to grow as a professional than this opportunity that you have on your hands right now. So you have to be bilingual and you will be a programmer. So that is super, or web developer. So that is super, super awesome.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. And well, we are going to start the class, I guess, with you guys. So I really hope you are ready, okay? Can you see my screen right now?
Yes.
Yes, coach.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect. Okay, thank you. All right, we are going to start with this blank page. Um, we are going to take advantage of everything, guys. As in life, you have to take advantage of everything, okay? So we are just 5 participants in tonight's class. So we have time to do all the activities a little bit extended. So I want to ask you guys, think about this. Think about 3 words that describe you in a certain way. Okay, so think about 3 words that describe you. Okay, usually we use adjectives to describe oneself or anything. So think about 3 words or adjectives that describe you, and you will tell me why you have chosen those words, those adjectives. Okay, I'm going to give you 30 seconds. Perfect. So we are going to start with, let me check the participants from the top to the bottom. Marcos, tell me 3 words or adjectives that describe you.
Uh, Self-learner.
Good. Why?
Because I like to know about everything.
Okay, good
I like
job.
to investigate some proactive, and I don't have another. That is the I
Good.
only choose to.
Okay, so proactive. That means that you anticipate things. That sounds good. Very good. And Marcus, in order for you to have a better pronunciation, keep an eye on the final sounds. For example, you say I lie, okay, and you have to say I like, okay? That's the final sound K. Work on that, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, but good. So 2 very nice adjectives, self-learner and what was the other one?
Proactive.
Proactive, exactly. Okay, very good. Thank you. Now, Fernando Campos.
Okay, the first attitude that describe me is I'm a very optimism person because I'm trying to see the good way, to see how to do everything. The second one is a very positive mindset. I have a very positive mindset because I try to create my the way to complete my dreams. And also, let me check. Um, I'm team worker as well, I think, because I like to work as a team. I don't like to work as a selfish person who is just getting the first place just for me. Because I like to see many people accomplish their dreams, their goals. So I think that I'm very I like to work as a
Okay, you're a team player.
team player. Yes, correct.
Okay, perfect. Excellent. So another word that you want to use because you are looking for the best for all the people, not only for you. That is a leader, I think. That's a leader. So you can call yourself a leader. okay, and put that in practice, because you were talking about the mindset and the positive mindset. That is something that you have to work on, or that you have to uh, grow from scratch. So yes, try every time you see something is difficult, put in practice what you just said. I have a positive mindset, because that is actually not easy to do. Okay, because the first thing we think is something negative is going to happen if I try this new thing, but having a positive mindset will always pay off. So good.
Yes, coach. I have questions. As far as I know, one of the way to say levantar los ánimos is arise the spirit, but I don't know if that is that okay, because I really want to rise the spirit for the people when they say, you know what, I don't want to continue this because I think that I was not born to do that. But I don't know if that's correct to say arise the spirit, or there is another way to say levantar ánimos.
No, that's correct. Rise the team spirit, the team. Yes, spirit could say, or also you can say something. I like to be an uplifting person. What is an uplifting person? That is a person that motivates others through action. So that is one word or adjective that I really like to use. Okay, like I always strive to be an uplifting person. I don't know if that is clear. That is a person who inspires others. Okay.
Okay, uplifting. Do you say right?
Yes, uplifting.
Uplifting. Okay.
Very good. Excellent. Good question. Okay, Herbert.
Okay, teacher. Well, I would describe myself as a polite person. Also, I think that I am introvert, and also, as my classmate said, I'm a self-learning person too.
Okay, very good. I'm a self-learning person. That sounds pretty good. Good
Thank you.
job. You're welcome. Okay, now here we have Juan. Let's go, Juan.
Hi teacher, hi classmate, how are everything? Teacher, I have a doubt because I don't know that is work is an adjective, but I consider that I am a worker person, an emotional and analytic person.
Okay, I like that. Analytic person. Very good. And you said emotional, correct?
Yes,
Okay, good. Perfect. Yes, if you see, you are choosing not common adjectives to describe yourself. So that is cool. I like it. That means that you know you very well.
thank you.
You're welcome.
But
Okay. Mhm.
when I use worker is correct, or I use other word to describe when I work hard for any project or any job. Is
Oh, you
worker
can use
correct?
hard worker.
Okay,
Yes. Okay, hard
thank you.
worker would be the word. You're welcome. Okay, Ricardo, let's go.
Okay, teacher. Uh, I chose three different. For example, creative. I enjoy to create anything. For example, software. I love to use Linux and different operating systems. I believe that I am a creative person. The second is polite. I believe that to be polite, it's nice because open a good environment in different areas in life. For example, here in classes and in a work environment is better if you are a polite person. I believe that I'm cheerful because I'm trying always to see a good part of this complicated life. I believe in this phrase. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional.
Okay.
Just that, teacher. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. So pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional.
Yes, sir.
It sounds good. Thank you so much for sharing, everyone. Good job. All right. So good. I think you have a clear picture of yourself. So that is something cool. Now we are going to start, guys, with your class for today. Okay. So here we have it. We have a question to start the class. Okay. What is the question? Let's see, Herbert. Can you please read the question?
Okay, teacher. The question is, what is the best excuse someone has given to you?
Okay. Maybe the best or the worst. Okay. Because, I mean, that could be the worst excuse. So, what is the best or worst excuse that someone has given to you guys? Let's listen to someone, okay? Let's listen to um, Fernando, okay? What is the best excuse someone has given to you?
Me?
Yes, maybe you can ask for a favor to someone and that person invented something. So not to help you with the request.
Okay, let me check because it was a long time that I have not asked for something related to that, but maybe sometimes people said I cannot help you with that because that day I'm gonna be very busy. But you realize, in social media is really useful to you to know what is the people are where the people are going. So I remember once one people said one of my friends said I will be very busy, so I won't be able to help you. But that day he was uh, sharing some videos, some memes in the in the in the web. I'm sorry, on Facebook.
Mhm.
You can realize that she, I'm sorry, he really had time to help you.
So the excuse was for not helping you. The excuse was, I will
Uh,
be very busy.
Very busy. We have a busy day, so I won't be able to help you.
Okay, okay, sounds good. Thank you. We are going to learn how to report that, what that person said to you. Very good, but thank you for sharing. Now, let's listen to Ricardo. Ricardo, do you have an example? Do you have an excuse that somebody told you?
Yes, yes, sir. A friend, childhood friend, always use long hair, and I asked him, "Hey, man, what do you what? Tell me some explanation of that. Why you use long hair?" And he told me that he cannot cut his hair because if he cut his hair, he could get sick. I don't know why, but he said that he always use long hair, and I think that's very crazy. But I don't know, man. Uh, he told me that.
Oh, like Sanson, right?
Yeah, like Sanson. Yes,
He
yes.
may
And
lose
it's
his
crazy, but
friend.
it's true. It's true. He was my friend in at school long time ago. Long time ago.
Okay. Okay, that excuse was maybe not a good excuse, but that was one of the worst excuses I have ever listened to, heard. Maybe rockero style, maybe.
Yeah, moderato.
Mo- Okay. Cool. Very good. Okay, and now we are going to listen to the final participation or the last participation. Do we have a volunteer tonight?
Teacher, I have one.
Hmm?
I am in a relationship. Is a good excuse when you talk with a girl and she doesn't speak with you. So hey, I am a boyfriend. So it's a good excuse that some women use to get away for the men in some case.
Okay, very good. Yes, we cannot be even friends because I have a jealous boyfriend. And maybe she doesn't have a boyfriend, right?
Right.
Okay, very good. Yes, that is an excuse, and that could be a good excuse to keep men away. Very good. Thank you guys for sharing. So this is related to tonight's topic, guys, okay? Because in this question, you have to share information that you didn't say, okay? Because the question is the best excuse that someone else has given to you. So you are reporting what somebody else told you at a given time. Okay. So in this case, I have here the excuses that you shared with the class. I will be very busy that day. So keep this in mind, guys, because I will show you how to report that phrase. Okay. Because there you use an active um, uh, phrase, but we are going to change this to the reported speech. The second question, the second excuse was if he cut his hair, he could get sick. Okay, so there we have it. Okay, keep an eye on that. We are going to learn it. And then I have a boyfriend. That was another excuse. Very good. Okay, guys, pay attention because after this class, you should be able to report what something has or had tell you or had told you at a given time. So that is what we are going to get right into right now. The topic for today is reported speech. Okay, good. Motivation question, motivation phrase for today. Let's level up a little bit more. Good. Here we have it. Uh, how do you read this in English, guys?
Said.
Okay, said to me. Okay, said to me. You will never say said me. No, said to me. Okay, this is the verb say. Say to me, say to you. Hey, I didn't say so. So, very good. Said to me. Okay, here we have just the verb said. Somebody said this or that. Okay, here is another verb that we are going to use for this class. How do you pronounce this verb in English?
Mentioned.
Okay, good, thank you. It's not mentioned with T sound, but with D. Mentioned. Okay, mentioned. And then we have told me. Here is the opposite of said. You will not use told to me. No, you say told me and said to me. Okay, before we move on, guys, do you have any question or is this clear?
No, what is the why when we use said is different when we use told? Why said have the preposition to?
Okay, good question. Actually, in meaning, that is the same, okay? Both of them are the same, said to me or told me. You can say My mom said to me her number. My mom told me her number. So the meaning is the same, but the only different is that this is an intransitive verb, so we need an object. You need to tell who, okay, is receiving the action. So you need an object here. So said, you will never said to me. You will never say said me. Okay, you will have to say like said to. Example. Let me give you another example. Hear and listen to. Okay, both of them means the same. Okay, hear and listen, but with listen you will use always to. You will never say you listen, I listen you. No, I listen to you. It's the same with said. Okay,
Okay.
Okay.
and hear you will never say hear to you. No, you will say just hear you. I can't hear you. Okay, I
Teacher,
can't. Yep.
what kind of bird did you say? Did you say, sorry, is say to me and also listen to?
Transitive verbs.
Transitive.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Very good. Okay, good question. Okay, so those or all of these verbs will help you to elaborate a reported speech. Okay, very good. And you can use the reported speech in all the tenses. Example, with present simple or simple present. Here we have this phrase, I have a lot of work to do. This is something, guys, that she is saying. She is saying, I have a lot of work to do. If you want to report that, you will say this. Jonathan, can you please help me read this?
The example or the words in the picture?
Oh, this one.
Okay, okay. She said that she has had a lot of work to do.
Okay, very good. So she said that is optional. You can use it or not. If you use that, it is a little bit more formal. So you can say she said that she has or had a lot of work to do. Most of the time, if she said, I have a lot of work to do, you are using simple present. And for the reported speech, you will use the past tense. So she said, because you were saying she says, he says, using the present form of the verb when you were giving the excuses. Now you will say she said, okay? She said, using the past form because this is something that already happened. And then you will use she had a lot of work most of the time. When are you going to use has? Only if this is something real recent. That something that happened shortly ago. Okay? 1 or 2 minutes, 5 minutes ago. So you can say, oh, I called Maria, but she said that she has a lot of work to do, so she can't come today. You are using she has a lot of work to do because it's something that it is still happening, okay? It is still happening. Or if you ask her yesterday, that is no reason or the action is not happening right now. So you will say, she said, I called her yesterday and she said that she had a lot of work to do. Okay? So is this clear, guys?
Yes, it is.
Okay, perfect. So, good. So in this case, if someone tells you, example, the excuse that you provided was if he cut his hair, he could get sick. Okay, so how do you report that, guys? The excuse is if I cut my hair, I could get sick. How do you report this?
She said that if she cut that, sorry, she said that if she cut his hair, her hair, sorry, uh, she could get sick.
Okay, very good. So if you see, why is this that complex? Because you are not saying I, you are using she, you are not using my, you are using her, okay? And also, you are using the past form of the verb. In this case, this is a verb that is the same in present and past, so that's why you are using this, okay? Cut and cut, but good. Okay, so now,
Teacher,
yes,
it's possible rephrase the phrase that in this case she said that it cut the hair could be sick.
no, because you are omitting all the subjects and you need the subjects to form the sentences.
Okay.
Okay, yes, if you omit this and you omit this
No,
and
no, no,
this,
no. The hair put in the phrase if cut her hair could get sick, but it's omit the two subjects after the principal subject in the beginning of the phrase. Is possible or not possible?
no, if you are trying to say this in a different way other than the one that I'm showing you, that is going to be grammatically incorrect.
Okay.
And for, I mean, for you to get used to this, we have a lot of other examples. So we are going to move on. So if you are using or reporting something that was said in simple present, you are going to use the simple past. Is that correct? I mean, is that clear?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, perfect.
All
Now,
clear.
present continuous. Okay, present continuous. Okay, I am looking for my keys. This is what he said. Okay, I am looking for my keys. So he used the present continuous. So what is the tense that you used for the reported speech? Please help me read this, Herbert.
Okay, teacher. He said we was looking for his case. Or also he said that we was looking for his keys.
Exactly. I'm sorry, I made a mistake here. It's not we, is he. Okay.
He. Okay.
Once
So
again, please.
yeah, he said that he was looking for his keys.
Very good. So he said that he was looking for his keys. What is the tense that we are using here?
Present continuous.
Here in this one, in the reported speech?
Past
Past
continuous.
continuous.
Past continuous. Exactly. So in this, you are using present. The people that told you something is using present. You will use the past for the reported speech here. Present continuous, you are going to use past continuous, okay? For the reported speech. Okay, now the present perfect. So I have called 3 times. Oh, I have called her 3 times. I have called her 3 times. Okay, so she is using present perfect. Now, please help me read this, Ricardo.
Okay, teacher. She said me that she had called her three times.
Okay, very good. Yes, we said, you can say said to me or just said. She said, ella dijo, that she had called her 3 times. Okay, 3 times. Okay, so what is the tense that we use, guys, for the reported speech here? If we're using
Past
present
perfect.
perfect,
Yeah.
past perfect, okay, present perfect. So for the reported speech, we are going to use the past perfect. Instead of saying has called, we are going to say had called. Exactly, past perfect. Good job. Okay. What if the person is already using the simple past? This is what the person said. My mom bought me a hedgehog. Okay, my mom bought me a hedgehog. Okay, few things. We can say, she said that her mom bought her a hedgehog. I don't know what happened here, but there's another mistake. We just only need one a here, one a, so good. A hedgehog, very good. And we have the other one, which is the more used. She said that her mom had bought her a hedgehog. Okay, so what is this? Had bought.
Past perfect.
The past perfect, okay? When we use simple past, we have two options. To use the simple past or the past perfect, okay? Both are correct. She said that her mom bought her a hedgehog. She said that her mom had bought her a hedgehog. Good, very good. And don't worry, I'm going to give you a document with all of this, with the translation of the simple past and what is the one that you will use. And we are going to look at some other examples. Now, what do we do when the sentence was using will? I will send you the homework today. So what is this tense, guys?
Future.
Future. Okay. So what was the excuse you mentioned at the beginning? I will be very busy today. So that was the excuse. You can use this. Instead of saying will, you will use would. So he said that he would be very busy that day. Not today, no, that day. Okay? Clear?
Clear, teacher.
Okay, perfect. So with will, we are going to change
Teacher.
will for would. Yes.
In this case, the preposition will indicates some change in the verb. In Spanish, enviaría. That is
Yes, exactly.
correct.
Yes, ella dijo que ella enviaría su tarea hoy. O, por ejemplo, cuando usted dice, mi amigo me dijo que él estaría ocupado ese día. Okay?
Okay.
Very good. And that happened when they provide you with a will statement, a future statement. Very good. Perfect. What happened with Ken? What is the past form of Ken? Could. So, yes, I can drive very well. He said that he could drive very well. Okay, this is what we are going to do. Present, we are going to put it in the past. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you. And what happened with may? I may invite them to dinner. I may invite them to dinner. She said that she might invite them to dinner. Okay, so might is the past form of may. May is present, might is past. Okay? You will
Okay.
see like a test with this, so memorize it. What happened with must? I must go to the bank. And what is the reported speech? Anybody, please?
He said he had go. I'm sorry. He said he had to go to the bank.
Okay, very good. So, yes, this is how you report what that person said. Very good. With must, we use had to. Had to. Okay? And the last one, I think there should be with have to. I have to take my car to the repair shop. What is the reported speed, Jonathan?
Sorry?
Yes, what is the reported speech? Please read this.
Okay. He said he had to take his car to the repair shop.
Okay, example. Thank you. You ask, hey, can you lend me your car, please? I'm sorry. I have to take it to the repair shop. Okay? So if you want to tell somebody else what that person said, you will say, oh, I asked my friend to lend me his or her car. In this case, his car. But he said that he had to take his car to the repair shop. So you are reporting this to a different person. So here you use have to, which is the present. For the speech, you will say had to. Just put the verb in the past. Okay? Good job. I know it's a lot of information, guys, but don't worry because you will have everything in here. Okay? This reported speech, and then you will have, when you have to report something that was said in simple present or present simple, you will use past simple. Example, I work in Paris. He said he worked in Paris. Okay? Then, if somebody says something using the present continuous, you will use the past continuous. I am working. He said he was working. Okay? So far, is it clear, guys?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
clear.
Okay. And if someone says something using the simple past or past simple, what is the tense that you will use to report the speech?
In past simple, it will be past perfect.
Okay. Can you read the example here?
Yes. I worked. He said he had worked.
Exactly. Okay. That person told you, yo trabajé. When you are reporting this, you are going to say, él dijo que él había trabajado ese día. Okay?
Hey, teacher.
Mhm.
I was
Which,
trying to I was trying to close the banner llamas de venganza. I'm crazy. I'm confused. You are sharing the screen and I'm trying to close the llamas de venganza. I'm crazy.
you are trying to close what?
The
Llamas,
advertisement.
the llamas de venganza. I was trying to click on the X continuously, and then I'm crazy.
This.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's crazy. Sorry, teacher.
No, no problem. All right, very good. So I clicked on the X for you, okay?
Thank you, teacher.
All right, very good. Okay, excellent. So now, when someone use the past continuous, you will use past perfect continuous, okay? So, Justin, please read the example.
Uh, I was working. He said he had been working.
Okay, past continuous, past perfect continuous. Okay, very good. So here you will have all the conversions. Okay, if you have this, then you report this. And with past perfect and past perfect continuous, no change is needed. That means that you will use past perfect and then you will use just the past perfect, okay? So just let, I know this can be confusing sometimes, so I will say this in Spanish. Um, Cuando nosotros queremos reportar algo, usualmente cambiamos como que nos vamos un pasito atrás en los tiempos. Por ejemplo, si es presente, me voy al pasado. Si es presente continuo, me voy al pasado continuo. ¿Ok? Si es pasado ya simple, me voy al pasado perfecto. Si es pasado continuo, me voy al pasado perfecto continuo. Y así, aquí tenemos todas las conversiones. En estos, past perfect, no hay change porque ya no me puedo ir más atrás de eso, ¿ok? Entonces eso se mantiene. Pero también si me dicen algo en pasado y yo lo quiero reportar en pasado, por ejemplo, si alguien me dice, hey, I was working y yo quiero utilizar el mismo pasado continuo, puedo decir, hey, I called my mom and she said that she was working. Es posible, es raro, pero solo es posible si eso todavía está pasando, si esa persona todavía está trabajando, si lo acaban de decir hace un ratito, podemos usar el mismo tiempo que esa persona usó. Por ejemplo, si alguien dice, ah, I'm sorry, I have a meeting at that time y queremos reportar eso, vamos a decir, she said or he said he has a meeting at that time. Él tiene una meeting a esa hora. Si todavía la meeting no ha pasado, si me lo acaba de decir y yo lo estoy reportando ya, usamos el mismo tiempo que la persona usó. Pero usualmente reportamos esto cuando ya eso sucedió o después de un tiempo. Entonces ahí decimos, he said he had a meeting at that time. Is it clear, guys?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, perfect. Acá tenemos también la tabla de los otros verbos que we learned. Will, we know that it says I will work. He said he would work. Okay, so we change will for would, can for could, must with had to may with might, and should that we never use this with should. But we never use this. But for this exercise, you have it here. And also, guys, if someone says now in the direct speech, in the indirect speech, or in the reporter speech, you will use then because it's not now anymore. It's going to be then at that time. I'm working now. You will say, he said he was working then instead of now. You will use then. Instead of saying today, that day. And here you have all the translations as well. Okay, and what you will do is that you will do this. I know this is going to be challenging for you, okay, but for the next class, guys, which is next week, you have to have this because this is the first thing that we are going to do. We are going to review this, okay? So once you finished, you can take a picture. You will have a lot of issues with this one. I had a lot of issues with this one, guys, because it's kind of complicated. But the rest, they are very easy. If you see here yesterday, you go here, instead of saying yesterday, you look yesterday. Oh, yesterday, you will say the previous day, the day before. Any of this instead of saying yesterday. Okay, so I don't know, guys, if you have any question about this.
It's clear, teacher. So just a question. If we talk about indirect speech, is the same that this that we are talking about.
Yes, indirect speech is like the reported speech. Yes, this is
Okay.
what we use for the reported speech, which we used an indirect speech because it's something that we didn't say.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. And here in this part, you will see Sally is leaving today. Okay? He said Sally was leaving, and you will not use today because this is something that already happened. So you go here today, instead of saying today, you are going to use that day. And this is this part about. Okay, guys, so please do it. And this part is very simple. You just have to choose the correct form of the verb. All right, so this is going to be your homework for the weekend, guys.
Okay.
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 Okay, perfect. All right, and on Monday, we are going to have chance to practice this, okay? You are going to tell a friend about a story, and then that friend has to report that here in the class. So, but that's going to be on Monday. I'm going to let you know more about this on Monday. But that is all for today. Please do the homework. And if you have questions doing the homework, let me know. And if you get 3 or 2 in the homework, try to do it again. Okay? Just try to do it again.
Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. Perfect, guys. I hope you have a good rest tonight.
You too,
Have
teacher.
a
Take
good
care.
weekend.
Okay. See you on Monday.
Good night.
Good night.
Good
Good
night,
night.
everyone. Good weekend. Bye-bye.